Hey, beautiful people. It is Monday morning for me, and I'm in my daggiest t-shirt. That's okay. I wanted to pop in and share. So I had my call with Bernadette yesterday. I wanted to pop in and just share now that it is Monday and it is the day after. How am I doing? How am I doing with the call with Bernadette? Well, so I'm sitting on the floor, just so you know. My office is now on the floor. I've decided I'm not a big fan of chairs, but also I'm just deviating for a second. Also, I watched a documentary on Netflix. Cannot remember what it was called, but it was about how people in Japan, they tend not to break their hips and they tend not to have major falls because they spend most of their life getting up and down off the floor. So they have the capacity and the ability, like their body knows how to go down, it knows how to get back up again. And yet people in the Western world have broken hips. It's one of the main things that happens to the elderly in the Western world because they spend too much time sitting on chairs and they never sit on the floor and they never have to get up from the floor. So I decided in my office to take out the chairs and I sit on the floor, which I actually really prefer. I love sitting on the floor. But I sit on a yoga mat on my very hard floor because I have a very hard floor. Yeah, so I was just moving the pillow back down so it's up against my back. So where am I? Well, I wanted to share, I had this tiny little snippet of desire yesterday afternoon to do something. And it's been a long time. We're talking over 10 years that I've had the desire to do something. And it probably lasted about a minute. And I did the thing that I had the desire to do. And then I saw it and I stopped and I went, wow, I actually felt like doing something. And I did it. And that for me was amazing. It was amazing. It was an amazing gift that I have not had before. And well, not for a long time. And I'm so thankful for it. And that was one thing I got. And then the other thing was really anchoring into how much I want the sunshine and really understanding that that is my why. That, and I don't know if you know how powerful that is for me. It really is really powerful for me because I've been following all of the people that talk about what your why is. And for most people, it is a tangible thing. It is something tangible that they want, or they're doing it for their kids, or they're doing it for somebody, or they're doing it for something. And but it's something tangible. And for me and I've really been battling with this for well over 15 years of going, but there's nothing that I really want. There's nothing that is worth it to me to go through what I need to go through to get that thing. There's nothing that I have found that gave me a big enough reason to go through what I'd have to get through to get to that thing, if that makes sense. And I feel like I've found that thing. I feel like I found the thing that I can focus on. The thing that I can focus on is the sunshine. And I just got off a call. So I have a call every Monday morning with three beautiful women. And one of them shared that the sunshine is always there. It might be covered in cloud, but it's always there. And she asked me what did that look like? What would my life, the same as Bernadette, what would my life look like if I was in the sunshine? And I have no idea because I've never been in the sunshine. I have no idea what my life would look like other than it will probably be different to what it is now. But what I did get was what I shared with Bernadette yesterday was that climb up the mountain. And that it is like that person that climbs up a mountain and they've never climbed up a mountain before. They've never seen an amazing view. They've always been in the city. So they've always been surrounded by houses and buildings and they've never actually climbed a mountain and they've never seen absolutely stunning view before, maybe a sunset. So they're climbing up this mountain that almost destroys them because it is so long and so high and they've never climbed a mountain before. And then they get to the top and they look around and they see the sunshine and they see the mountains and they see the view and they go, damn, that was worth it. That was worth climbing that mountain for. And that, I guess that's my why. is getting to the end and going, wow, that was worth it. And the other fascinating thing that I got from, which I shared this morning from the call with these beautiful women, was that I have never had a goal. I've never really had an intention. I've never had a goal. I've had ideas about things that I want to achieve, but I've never really set myself a goal or a task or an intention that's lasted more than a day or two. Nothing has ever been a big enough reason, a big enough thing for me to want to focus on. And it was fascinating because when I was on the call to them, I said to them, I feel like this 12 months of coaching that I'm doing with all of these different people is kind of part of my why. It is getting me to the sunshine. It is the outcome. That's a better way to put it. The outcome of the next 12 months of these calls is my sunshine, is finding that sunshine, is finding that light. That's what the next 12 months is for. And that's my goal, which I've never had before. And I have this little part inside of me going, oh my God, I've got a goal. I'm so excited because I've never had a goal before. So my goal is the sunshine, is to get to the end of the 12 months and stand at the top of the mountain and go, damn, look at that view. Look at the sun. Wow. And I have no idea what it's going to be like when I see sun for the very first time. And I have no idea what it's going to feel like seeing sun for the very first time. And I have no idea how that is going to look, but that is my focus for the next 12 months, is seeing the sunshine. And yeah. So I think that's it. This is day one after my first coaching call. So I will see you on the next call at some point. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.